What is going on, CBB Nation? How are y'all doing tonight? Anybody out there? Anybody working on a Saturday? Do you consider it work? If you're making money, for sure, it's got to be work, right? How's it going? Gonna have some fun tonight. Let's make sure my background music isn't so crazy. How are y'all doing, CB Nation? I love y'all. John's the first one. What's going on, dude? So good to see you. Shirt's all crooked. Man, all the way down in Puerto Rico. What's up, Jose? Jose has the coolest, well, Mir's got a good one too. But Jose has a really cool avatar we made with him and I in Google View. We might have to show you that. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. You already know the basics here. You know the expert stuff, Jose. Good to see you, Charles. What's up, man? How's it going, baby? Yes, sir. Ryan McNasty. Golly, it's so good to see you here, man. Hope the baby is doing well. New dad alert. Burr, burr, burr. And we've got royalty. I didn't expect Miss Wendy to join us. How you doing, Wendy? Good to see you. It's the VP of CBB, y'all. There she is. So you just drop all the things you've done, Mir, in the comments, because you're just crushing it. Just like I told you you would. She's got herself a speaking gig, I think, coming up. No, a podcast guest. I'm telling you, you'll be searching as things shift. This is something they don't tell you, and I've been hesitant to say this sort of thing for this reason. When these LLMs are searching for things, because they're searching the web now, we're not Googling things anymore, are we? Do you still Google? Or are you searching on LLMs? What do you do? Or do you do both? I'd love to know. I read every comment. But they've got to have the content sources to scour from, right? You've got to be everywhere. Mir is going to be on a great podcast. We've got featured her on a Pay Me GPT on a blog recently. She's going to be known as a big expert by ChatGPT, by Gemini, by Claude, by all the LLMs. I'm telling you. Isn't that right, Charles? Isn't that right? All right, we're going to have some fun. Look at this is CBB. What other YouTube live session ever do you see where you have people from all around the world literally knowing each other at this point? This is the coolest thing to me. This is the best thing about what we're doing right now. And obviously future-proofing ourselves. AI agents, that's the thing. The phrase that pays, right? All right, yes, we are all the kings and queens. Good day. From Africa, I had an email from a homie in Africa saying that he did join up. I sent him an email. Joined CBB Nation a while back. Now he's with PMG2. So that's so awesome. The people that see it, we're gonna have some fun. We might talk about both things. Another one. What's going on, dude? Gotta use them all. Smart people in CBB Nation. I can tell you that. You won't find a nicer group, more willing to share and teach. Also, be willing to open to learn things, but always be just super awesome to each other, which is just the coolest freaking thing. All right, so I want to tell you something about something that's not so cool. I don't like doing that so much, but I'll tell you. I got a message. Was it on my birthday or the day after my birthday? Shout out to everyone for the wishes. I love you guys. A couple days ago, that was so awesome. Well, something not awesome is to get a message from a team member saying, "Oh my gosh, the Facebook page." Not the group, but the page has been suspended. What? I'm thinking, what? And so this is a little bit of what's going down here. I'm hopefully going to help people if you're searching for this, if this ever happens, or if you're worried about this happening, which obviously you might want to be. It could be worth paying the ransom that they want to charge you for the blue check marks now. Because I can tell you, that's how we solve this. Asta sent me a message saying, "Hey man, it's an error from Meta or Facebook AI. They interpreted something and suspended the page," which is a very bad thing to happen, especially for businesses that are running lots of ads. If you're Facebook ads dependent, which many businesses really truly are, might be you, might not be you, but this is something you can always consider if you're not already doing this. This is what we're going to do tonight. You're going to have to protect your list. This should be the main mission. I just got in touch with a client from years and years ago, and wanting to know some advice about this or that. And it's always back to the basics, kind of just like we talked about last week or the week prior. It's just an easy thing for me. And then to just understand that so many businesses aren't using the social ads yet. They're not paying to play. They only have room to grow and get bigger and get more people on their stuff. It's just a numbers game along with other things, but like, we'll get into all that stuff, but you don't want to see this. So I waited, I guess, maybe a day or close to a day before I, really got involved. And I don't like to pull the card so much because no one likes that person that does that. But we were Facebook business partners, which is a very hard thing to do as an app. And so we have some, a little bit of a connection there, I guess you could say, in some certain types of ways, I guess. And so I pulled that card along with the blue check mark that we pay for. What is it, $20 a month or something? Maybe it's more, to be like the official page or whatever. And so I've not had to use it for this page, but that's what I think got it. But here's the whole thing that kind of just went down. At first, I thought I was just going to be talking to, an AI or a bot. Facebook's notorious for, is it a bot or not? I have a video somewhere, you don't want to see it, but it's like, I'm so frustrated. It's like on a Father's Day, my personal page gets banned somehow, or like suspended in the same sort of way for, like, again, something that's a false alert. But it's so frustrating, and because it depended on this. And so I've had a personal vendetta against it ever since then, with all the money that we have spent in the past. It's crazy. So no one is safe. Don't ever think that. The biggest accounts in the platform of Facebook can totally get shut down. But anyways, we have a back and forth, which I thought was kind of interesting. And so at part of the conversation, I was like, is this a real experience with a person? And I wanted to tell, this is a hard thing to do. It's like bot or not. If you've ever played that game, it's a cool thing for somebody to make in CBB, is a bot or not. It's very difficult to tell right now. And so I ended up having a little bit of fun. I took screenshots of the interaction while it was happening, while I'm like talking to this person. I think it said the name. And I was like, listen, give me a recap of this, because he's asking for feedback, and I just dumped it on him. What's up, Jafar? Good to see you. We'll do an insurance thing. We could do something like that. But I ended up showing a GIF, right? They ended up, long story short, unbanning us or unsuspending the thing, that conversation, within 5 minutes. But I wasn't sure if it was a bot, so I literally sent it a GIF. Y'all know me, I like these animated GIFs. I just thought this was the funniest response. So I just said many thanks in a GIF with Kiana, the Matrix guy. The Facebook representative responded with, "Oh my God, it's my pleasure, sir. My pleasure, sir." I don't think that was a bot. I also think it's crazy that they named the account that messages you page taken down. I thought that was just kind of strange and funny. It almost seems fake, but it was very real. And we got our page back, but that was a response I got, and I just thought it was hilarious. Long story short, I guess that part's over. The thing I want you to understand is no one is safe of just having your social taken down. We might not have been able to get our page back. Thankfully, we had the connections, and we did very quickly, but you just might not. And your personal page is always at risk if you just have an account. It's sad to say. That's the truth. I've experienced that. So what do you do? There's not much you can do except follow all the rules, which we do. And that's going to hopefully take care of most things. But the number one thing that you must do, and must make this a core objective, is to capture that email. And so that's what I'm going to show you guys today, along with whatever else you've got on requests. The first one I saw was create an insurance chatbot. I guess the thing I would say, and we can ask ChatGPT, that way it's not like totally my bias going one way or the other. We'll ask ChatGPT what to make related to an insurance bot. We could do that. And then what's this other one say? How to create any products billing stock chatbot demo. So like, yeah, we could do all these things. They're all easy enough now. Andy has got all those scares. Okay, cool. So let's start sharing our screen here. I'm going to open up a new tab. And again, if you do have questions or you want to see something specifically, you just let me know, and I will do everything I can to accommodate that. Let's remove these images here. I had some funny conversations with those Facebook reps. Golly, a restaurant bot. Yeah, that would be a good one to show. Matter of fact, I might be getting some permission from a client, a longtime friend of mine, to show you guys some inside baseball, like that is in use, which is a harder thing to do because people don't like to share their stuff. But the truth is, just not enough competition would even like act upon what they learn. Some would. All right, so let's get into this thing. I'll start sharing my screen here. All right, cool. So I already have our page from last week. We called it Halloween Catering. That was a fun one. If you didn't see that, hopefully you'll go watch it. If you have questions, let us know in the Discord or the Facebook group. But I'm going to change the name here. So in case you don't know how to do that, click on rename. What we'll do is let's do, this is always a good one. Well, let's do an insurance. That's what he asked for. So it's not letting me do my little speaker thing. Insurance agent. I'll just leave it at that. Insurance agent. That'll be our name. So I guess what I'll do next to kind of make things non-biased enough, but still I'll use some sauce that I have. I'll say, can I use it? Give me an idea of what a system prompt would be and what the overall goal would be for an insurance AI agent chatbot. We're thinking of lead capture possibly and sending it to a Google Sheet, maybe the pipeline that's built in to Chatbot Builder AI. Chatbot Builder. Never gets that one right. All right, let's see what it's going to tell us. Are you guys liking GPT-5 yet? There's so much hate around GPT-5 when it first came out. I think it's okay. For what I do, it's okay. Drop in for your AI node. It acts like it knows me. All right, so the qualify and capture insurance leads, auto, home, life, business with consent, then store them in the pipeline, log them into Google Sheets. I think that's a great one. I think that could be a good one. Data to capture. So full name, email, phone number, the quote type. Okay, all this is good. Yeah, it's giving us the code. This is the JSON because we're all about the JSON agents. Look at that. That's totally why I did that. Showing you how to use the JSON for a function, maybe. Tell action mapping. Some of this is going to be totally off. Some of it's going to be good. Tags. That's a good idea. So we can totally do this. And we can do it with our Facebook page that I kind of just made. Cool. So yeah, let's look at the system prompt. Ensure assist, a friendly, compliant intake agent. That's actually pretty good. So let's drop in this Facebook page that I was creating. Can I edit this thing on the fly? I don't know if I can. Let's see. Maybe I have to switch. A demo tonight is what I named it. Funny. A demo tonight. Can I change this thing? Fan page. I don't know if I'll be able to change the name of it or not. Some of you guys probably already know exactly where to go. I don't see where to change it. I'm not worried too much about it, but cool. A demo tonight. Let's do one more thing just while we're at it. Generate a profile image for the Facebook page. Let's see how fast the image generation, I believe, has gotten faster or better. I think that was the latest update I've seen for old ChatGPT. It's doing 2 at a time. It's flexing on us. And this is the way, guys, I created, Wendy will tell you, probably 180 different Facebook page demos, or essentially demos over time. This would be before Instagram, before anything. I would have to create the Facebook page, mirror image of whoever I was showing it to, so they would really understand. Otherwise, they're like, "What's a chatbot? This is pre-Chat GPT." What a good logo. That's not bad at all. It's not much difference, but I definitely like this one better. So cool. Let's do that. Let's at least change this page here. The image. Upload the photo. Let's run it. Just so we're official. Yeah, boy. You could charge for this too if the business doesn't have socials. Such an easy thing to do. All right, now generate a landscape Facebook cover photo to go along with that first logo you generated. Let's say with a subtle but easy to see call to action of send us a DM for a free quote. Could run it like that. I wonder if it'll actually give us the landscape. By the way, PMG update. We already are doing videos. That's what we should show next. Do a video of something insurance related with VO. You can now just request if you want it vertical or horizontal in the video, and it should generate that for you. It's an update we did today there. I'm sure the next update with ChatGPT will incorporate Sora. They probably won't even call it that anymore. Maybe, but it'll definitely have video built in. That's like the thing they're missing now. And the video from Google is just so good. All right, come on. I think Nano Banana's way faster now that I'm like seeing this for myself. This one looks like it's doing something. Okay. Send us a, that's ugly. I think we'll use this one. That one's Gucci. That one's Gucci. All right, so let's add our cover photo so I can feel good about, I'm OCD about that kind of stuff. Gotta have something. Gotta look official. Look at that. Perfect sizes, man. How long would it have taken you to do that in Canva or Photoshop? I don't care who you are. Gangster. All right, cool. So let's do one more thing and let's do that. You know what? Let's we should do that. Let's do that. Let's have a side quest. Am I logged in? Let's see if we can't use Gemini and generate a video just to do it. Gemini. So let's just see. I haven't even done it on desktop actually. Generate a vertical video for my insurance agency that features a golden retriever walking down the sidewalk on the city street. I have no idea how that will actually connect. I just want to see a dog walking. The animals that the thing produces are just out of this world. Oh, that was a vertical video. I wanted the video, man. Let's try it again. Protected. That's actually a really good post. I'm downloading it. Let me try that thing again. Generate a video of a golden retriever walking down the sidewalk. I think this is the right page. That's really good. Look how fast that was too compared to old ChatGPT. Way faster, dude. It's gonna give us a video now. It's a nice looking dog. I'm totally gonna use that for the post if the video is not awesome. So you know what? I just realized it. I'll bet you it's taking the time of generating those two ChatGPT 5 images. It took the time to make 2 images and we'll get the video, I bet, at the same time, I would think. You know, this is almost reminding me of, it looks like the that one meme. All right, here's our dog. Let's see what's up, dude. Look at that dog, man. Just have a voiceover from 11 Labs. That's so good, dude. Who would think that as AI generated if you're just looking at that? Can you tell that's AI generated? The walk is pretty natural. This is 8 seconds. You could download the thing just like that and use it. Well, let's use that one. It'll make more sense to use this. Where'd it go? Downloads. Here, what do you? We want to use the video or the deal? Does Facebook not on mobile? Facebook has a little AI generation button. I'll say, make sure your whole family is protected. DM for free information. Okay, so we can just post it. Boost is like front and center now. Post that thing. All right, cool. So we have our Facebook page all made and it's all nice. This is originally called a demo tonight. So let's go ahead to our settings here. We've got our page here, right? So let's go now to channels and let's go to Facebook Messenger and connect. I'm going to continue as myself. Continue. It should be, I think, the first one. It might have already changed it. No, we didn't change the name on Facebook. So it should be their first deal, I think. So this is exactly how you would connect to your Facebook page. Instagram is the same. Here's our insurance thing there. Our logo we just made. All right, cool. So now we have Messenger, and I already connected previously to SMS and email, and you already have web chat. Okay, cool. So now what we want to do, I think, is let's go ahead and get on a Google Sheet. So I'm going to open up Sheets and we'll create a new one. And what I'll do here is, because I don't know how to do it necessarily, a table might not work the same. I haven't done it in a long time. So I'm going to get back to ChatGPT Tizzle. And I'll say, give me the column headers and 2 rows of synthetic data for the lead capture on Google Sheets, starting with date. Should be fast. I want it in a table, homie. Put it in a table. See if it does it. Yes, perfect. So cool. Source, stage, priority. That's too many. I'm not doing that many. All right, so I'm going to say, no, just make it be like date, full name, phone number, email, and then like 3 custom fields. That's too much. I don't want to do all that. This is much better. So I'll take this guy, pop it in there. And then we don't need this. I just use that to have formatting. You could leave them in there. You could. Line of business. So these are going to be the custom fields that we're going to need to make. These 3. Okay, cool. So let's call this insurance leads. Insurance leads. So now I'm going to grab this URL, copy this link, and then we'll come back over here, get back into our settings. And now we're going to integrate Google Sheets if it's not already. Click here, and I can see it is already. So I'll just click manage and I'll add in this new source, this new sheet. We have appointments and Halloween forms. So we'll add our new one, insurance form. All right, continue. Cool. So that looks good to me. Now let's see what we can do here is let's go back over to our flows. And what we'll want to do is we'll want to make our custom fields. So here's our custom fields. And what were they again? They were going to be line of business, state, and monthly budget. So here's the first one. Copy. Here we go. Line of business, that is text. What was the other deal there? State and budget. So let's add state. Cool. And budget. So what I would do next, since I've got the custom fields made, I would just go ahead and make my prompt. And I'm going to do that in the AI hub. So I'll click here. And this is for an appointment agent, and I've got that set as the default. So I'm going to make a new one, and I'll make that the new default because we're using insurance agent now. So I'm going to say, okay, awesome. Create a plain text system prompt for this agent that tells it to almost nearly aggressively, in a persuasive, friendly tone, collect the necessary information. Okay, give me all the info, dude. So here's our prompt. Easy enough. Cool. So let's do this. Output this. Yeah, so it's already like wanting to run a function. It just knows the app. That's so good. Let's add our prompt in here, call it insurance agent. Okay, and then I'll just pop in the prompt here. That's fine the way it is. So full name, email, phone number, line of business, state, monthly budget. Good. One question at a time. This is so good. So your phone number is going to go through the thing. That's great. Now, I think what we'll do next is let's click save. And maybe let's use a function here. But first, let's make sure this is our default agent. So this is what will be triggered when people send a message from web chat or SMS or Facebook Messenger. Set default agent. That looks good. We could send a test now. If you want to see what that looks like, we could do that. I'll just say, hey, who are you? It should tell me it's the insurance thing. All right, get you a free insurance. Quotes quickly. I just need some details. First, give me your full name. If you wanted it to ask all the information at once, you could do that too. And maybe that is what I'll do. But let's go ahead and finish our function here, because I think that's how we'll want to trigger this. Once we get there, I think the next thing that we'll do is connect the dots with our Facebook page. So let's click on our flows, create new flow, and let's let this be a public comment reply. Okay, cool. So here's what we'll do. We're going to make an AI action happen. This will be the public comment. So I've got my first node here. I'm going to click on actions, open AI, and I'm going to be generating text. And here's going to be where I include the instructions here. So I'm going to say here, helpful assistant who is responding publicly to Facebook comments. Your goal is to respond naturally on behalf of the insurance agency and provide a one-line response that's relevant, but that also includes to check their DM for more information. That's all I think I'm going to do there. And then I will say, okay, instead of it being last input, this is going to be last FB comment. This would be the same exact variable for Instagram, by the way. So then I'll need to say, okay, I'm going to take the last comment, the thing that is going to trigger this, and I'm going to say whatever they said is going to be used with this system prompt to generate the output that I'm going to need to save in a custom field. So let's click add, and we'll say public Facebook reply. And we don't need to have AI tools here. Public Facebook reply is what we're going to save it to. This looks good to me. Let's increase our tokens maybe. I don't know, maybe 500. Continue. I'm going to rename this to generate public reply. Okay, so this is the public reply. And I'll just, I could have a separate node, or I could keep things nice and tight and just add a text block here. And I'll be looking for that custom field I just made. Last FB comment. I'm going to need to refresh. Make sure I have that saved. I'm looking for the reply. There it is, the public Facebook reply. So I'm generating that here, public Facebook reply, and I'm displaying it here in the next step in this case. That could be all I want to do. So this is the public reply. Let's publish that. And then a trick here, we can just duplicate it for the private reply. Change the directions just ever so slightly. Let's go ahead and rename this guy. Just call it private. Okay, cool. So here, let's change this as well so we don't get confused. Private. Okay. And we're going to just switch up just a little bit here, and we'll make this say privately. Privately. To users on Facebook who have commented on your recent Facebook post. You're sending a private message as a follow-up to a public reply. And your goal is to say something relevant based on what they've said, but then to go ahead and ask if they're interested in a quote for insurance. Okay, so there's my prompt of what's going to happen with the private reply. I'm going to change the custom field. This one's going to be private reply Facebook. I don't want a comma in there. Continue. And I think that's all looking good there. Great. So I think the next thing that we'll do is make one more flow, and this is going to be for our Google Sheets. So let's go ahead and create new. Send to Sheets. Okay, and so what I'll do here is we can say actions, Google Sheets, send the data to the insurance form. We only have one sheet there. The date is going to be last interaction. That's a timestamp of the moment that they become a lead, in our case, is what it'll be. So let's go ahead and map this. Full name, phone, email, line of business, state, and budget. Cool. Save. All right. And so what we'll do is we'll know that this worked if me, the admin, I'm going to get a text message. So what I'll do here is I'll say, okay, actions, send an SMS to an admin, which is me. And I'm going to add my phone number here. All right. And then I'm going to say, new lead for your insurance company, bro. All right. And so then I'll just add the full name, and I'll say fast phone. All of this is going to come to my text message, line of business. And I'll know that what it is because obviously I'm the owner of the insurance company, and budget. Okay, cool. And then another fun trick I could do, if this is coming from Facebook, I can have the Facebook link go to the inbox on Facebook or our inbox link, either one. This is a very important deal here. In my case, maybe I'll use both. Typically, I would just use the inbox link, but it might be good to have both, depending on how reliant you are on that Facebook app itself to communicate. This looks good to me. So I'll make this alert admin. Then let's also do one last thing here. Let's send the email. And let's actually use an AI action just because we're going to flex on them. Throw our bows a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say, let's do this. Let's do OpenAI, and we'll say your helpful assistant. And your goal is to write the body of a confirmation email of a person who just completed the necessary questions to become a lead for our insurance agency. Ensure that you include in a professional, relevant way the following details in the email. And so I'll say full name. Let's just do it like this. We'll say the full name, email, phone number, budget, and the line of business. Okay, so here is where I'm gonna also give some direction maybe, and I'll just give the custom fields. So full name. You might not have seen it done like this before, but that's okay. Then I'll do email. And then I'll do phone. Got some emojis looking at them like, what? Then I'll do line of business. Then I'll go to budget. Cool. And so then I'm going to make a new custom field, add, and I'll call this email recap to lead, because I just think that's kind of cool. All right, and so let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. We'll make this 500 again. All right, and so then I'll populate the email. So let's just say thank you, and then let's personalize it. First name, free quote coming soon. All right, so I'll erase this stuff here. I don't need it necessarily. I could keep the button, but for now, let's just keep it simple and just populate that custom field that we just made. Email recap to lead. So now we've got a fun, powerful flow. Send to sheets. This is looking good. All right, cool. So let's publish this. And now let's go ahead and make the function. So we can just do everything now all at once after setting up the comment tool. So let's call this, you know what we'll do? Let's just do this. Let's say, perfect. Now give us the short title and a one-liner description or definition of the function for saving the data of the lead. That's how you do it. Work harder or work smarter. Save lead data. So good. Saves and stores the lead. That's all you really need right there. All right, so I'm going to use that. Save lead data. You could use spaces if you want to. You could use underscores, whatever. We handle the cleaning for you. Stores the captured lead information. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'll just use this right here. Stores captured lead information. It's literally perfect. So now we're going to map the fields. So we're going to need full name, users, full name. Then it was going to be users email, users phone. Then it was going to be line of budget. No, line of, what was it called? Line of business. Line of business and budget. So then we just map. Map like a pirate, baby. I love CBB Nation. Y'all hanging out with me. We having fun. Building a real agents. It would take most other platforms like 3 other tools at this point to do what we're doing. Right inside of our own house. So this is the data that is going to be used in order to trigger this function that we're creating. So when all of these fields in the conversation have been met, the argument is there, it's made, it's done. That's what triggers this. And so we're going to also have a flow. Send to sheets. And maybe we could say, perfect. All your information has been captured. Maybe we'll use a fire emoji. Just because we're that cool insurance company. Okay, so continue. That's looking good. The next thing that we'll need to do is go over to our AI hub. And let's check out that prompt again that we made, insurance agent. Let's click on this bad boy because now we can supercharge it with our function we just made. So save lead data. Okay, that's perfect. Save. Last but not least, we're going to set up the comment tool, which should be easy peasy. We're going to click on tools and then Facebook comment automations. Let's create a new one and we'll say insurance lead capture. All right, cool. So this could be on all posts or specific posts. It should be seeing the post that we've made here. That's great. We could choose this or on. I leave them on all, but you can choose ads, reels, or by post ID. In this case, I'm going to just do it on all. So I'm going to click cancel there. Let's just run it on everything. Private reply to your comment, public reply to your comment. We already made flows for this. So I'm going to match them up. Private, private, flow, public, public. And we're replying to everything. If we wanted to have certain words that we just did not want to reply to, we could set that up here. You could also potentially do that with AI. Hide keywords. This is a really powerful feature, guys, especially if your clients or your pages are getting a ton of comments and there are some words that you just know that you don't want on your page. This is how you take care of that very quickly. Only reply to new contacts is very powerful. I always like to like the user comment no matter what it is, because my reply is going to be dynamic, hopefully enough. So it's not, it'll like just alert them, but like not be all happy about it, you know. Don't reply to replies. So like this makes it so you don't reply forever. You don't want to do that. Let's click save and enable that sucker. Oops, I just clicked on it to edit again. Cool. Let's see if you guys also want to comment on this so we get a bunch of leads. That's the name of the game. We need to use social media. This is the whole point of why I'm doing this. We're using social media to get leads, to make the interactions valuable. Businesses, they care a little bit about the image and the impressions or whatever, but they want results. How do you measure results other than just anonymous numbers? You get the freaking contact information. You see the people. They're real. You know, that's the way you're going to always show that you're producing massive value. You always have that money coming in every month if that's what you do, the reoccurring thing. Okay, I think we're good here, but what I'll do is I'm going to see if I can't go on this Facebook page here. Does it have a share button? Invite friends. Does it give me a link? Come on. Daily invite link. Where can I share this thing at? I don't know if I could just share that, can I? Switch now. Let's see what it does. View as. Does it not let you like find an easy way to grow your audience? Does it take you to ads or something? Where's the freaking link? Is this what it is? I'm guessing that's gonna take you there as a regular person. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be correct. So what I'll do here, in case you guys want to do it, I'm gonna do it on my phone as well. I'll go to my tools and I'm gonna make a magic link here. Magic link, baby. So let's add, and this will be FB page. Okay. I hope that's to this page and not like me, because my comments don't do that. So let's try it out. If you want to try it out, you are more than welcome. Encouraged, actually. What I'm going to do is just scan this sucker. Hopefully it's going to open right up to the page. And I'm going to see the post. That's going to be the goal, right? I'm going to see the post and be able to leave a comment. So I'm opening up into the app. It looks like that worked for me. All right, cool. Nobody follow this page. Don't do that. This is just a demo thing. That thing looks legit though. Send us a DM for a free quote. I'm telling you, this thing looks good, y'all. This looks better than probably your neighborhood insurance page. Okay, so I see the thing. Make sure your whole family is protected. So I'm going to comment. I'm interested. What can you actually protect me from? Okay, so I just left a comment here. And what I should see is within about 3 seconds, I should see a reply. I should see a notification of a like and a comment reply and a message here. Let's see if that's going to work like we need it to. Let's see here. I saw Mir's comment. Let's see. I need the whole life. Okay, I see. How can I get insurance? We're getting the comments now. CBB Nation's comments come through. Let's see if we're missing something here. I'm gonna refresh because I didn't get my message yet. I don't think I've missed anything. It's possible. There's our 4 comments here. So let's see, what did we miss? Let's see, do we see anybody in the inbox yet? Guest, hey, who are you? Let's make sure we did connect here to our Facebook. What I want to do is I'm going to hit that messenger one time. Make sure we're pinged. This is for me. Become an admin here. All right, so get started. I see Robert commented. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. Let's see if we got an error. Message can't be empty. Okay, so that means I've missed something here. Let's see what I missed. Private comment here. Hopefully I get everything right. Okay, so there it is. Save the response to the private, and I just flipped them. So in this case, I just flipped the deal here. This needs to be private. And that will work. And I'm going to send this to Facebook Messenger. Let's make sure we're connected there. All right, cool. So I see the message there. You'll be able to see me in a second. Boom. So also what I can do here is I can already see that this is going to be too long to have as a private reply. So we'll do this. Let's go into our private and we'll say this real quick. We'll say, make your response one line only. This should make sure that it's not going to be too verbose like GPT-5 is kind of like famous for at this point. So I'll go back into the public. I'll do the same exact thing. Look here and look here. That should be what we need to do there. So last FB comment, public, that should be what we want. All right, cool. I'm going to trigger this as well. So I should be able to see this hit my messenger and I'll be able to verify it if it is one line. Perfect. So look here in my inbox. There's Kim. She got in there already. This is the line that I just got right there. So that's going to be something that you'll want to think about is trim down the replies because you have a limit on that first message from Facebook, and Facebook in general just has a limit. So now I should be able to make sure we are enabled here. And I'm going to trigger that bad boy again. We don't need to go to ads yet. Ryan. That'll be something. I think we do that next week is look at our ads. Make sure. And it's right. Cool. So now it's showing that we're getting the reply. So it's working. I'm going to trigger another comment. And let's see if we get that thing perfect. I'm going to copy this, delete it, and I'm going to send another comment. And this time I should get the reply publicly and privately, and my thing should be liked. All right, cool. So that's sending there. I'll wait another second and we should see. All right, perfect. There it is. So I'm going to refresh. That's such a good thing for you guys to see, by the way. Look at all these comments, boy. That's something too that's like, it never gets old to see the instant satisfaction of the thing working, especially on a page. This is brand new. What other brand new page can in 10 minutes can you get all this interaction? It's just going to get reach and stuff, you know. And this is a fake page. Let's look at the most recent, the newest. So this is me. And here's the reply that I got. So look, this is what it did. I'm interested. What can you actually protect me from? We can protect you from vehicle damage, liability, home, da-da-da-da-da. We've got an umbrella of good stuff. Check your DM for more info. All right, so listen. We've given no examples, no real guidance on what to say, really. I didn't even read the thing. We just got it from ChatGPT. For your actual client, they're going to have some idea of how they want to respond. You can look historically to see how it's been done, if it's ever been done. But this is going to, if a person is doing this and they're having to respond to these comments, I mean, you can't have a dummy do it. So this costs some money, man. But this person is not, even if it was me, I'm not going to be able to write it better or faster or more efficiently ever than AI, than having your own chat GPT that you build for your business or your clients. This is the big deal. So now let's see if we can actually get something to populate in our Google Sheets here with our function. That'll be the next test. So I've got the DM, but I don't want to switch to my account here. But what I'll do here is I'll say, let's do this. So I've got people going in, get there, testing it. Thank you, CBB Nation. So it's saying this, we can protect you from blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to say, okay, great. What's next? And so here in the inbox, we should see on the most recent comment here. Awesome. What's your full name? This is quick and easy to get quotes fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to say, give me the response to provide so that I fulfill all of the requirements to the function as the Facebook contact. Warren Buffett. I see the things that give it to me in plain text coming from the user on Facebook to the agent. Just the natural response with all the info all at once. All right, so I'm Sarah. Yeah, sure. All right, so here's all the info. This should, if we're good, it should trigger everything. But I'm going to have to do this on my phone here, obviously. So I'll just say it myself. Listen, my full name is Ryan Baggett. My phone number is 855-555-7890. My email is ryanb@aol.com. I need auto insurance, and I'm in South Carolina. My budget is $150. All right, so I'm going to send this, and we'll see if our function works like I want it to. Thanks. And I'll just say correct. That's correct. Okay, correct. All right, and so now the function should hit. Boom, I just got the text message. There it is, perfect. Your phone number is 855, blah, blah, blah. An agent will reach out to you soon. And then I got the text message on my phone that says, new lead for your insurance company, bro. And then it shows my stuff here. Can I show you on, oops, that's not what we want. I don't know if I can. Where's our restream at? So you can just kind of see, and you could format this in other ways. Let's find it. Restream, or not restream, reflector. It should show me that I can populate this, because I want you to see how this works. I'm like, no one's going to show you all the steps and all the things, I don't think. So that's why I do it, baby. Come on, reflector. Don't fail us. It looks like it's going to work. Did we get into Google Sheets? Will be the other thing we need to check. If I refresh, I should see all my information populated nicely. There's old Charles there. Boom, baby. There's all my info. Ryan B. Email recap. So this is the email. So I forgot I got an email too. Line of business, auto, private reply, public reply. All the info is there. So I should also be there in Google Sheets, baby. There we are. Oh, state. We forgot state. I think I just didn't include that in the function. We could do that though. Let's make sure that I do include that in my functions. Book an appointment, save the lead data, edit. Yeah, I totally forgot state. State. Cool. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to say, I guess we could get ChatGPT to do this. Copy here. I'll just use the same thing. I'll use Sarah this time. So I'm going to say, I'll give you that information, but before I do that, can you confirm that it's secure? This automatically breaks the old school flow because you're looking for a specific answer. Absolutely, blah, 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 blah. So now I'll just give the info all at once. Even though it just asked for one, you could do that. Yes. Yep. Yep. We have that in the prompt to do that. Yep, that's correct. So I think it's going to hit the function again. There it is. I just got it again. Boom, baby. So here's the summary of what I've collected. Perfect, you're all set. And I should see Sarah Johnson right there. I was like, where am I? There it is. $1 million benefit, baby. Look at, ooh, what did I just do? Shoot. $1 million death benefit. Who is Buddy Love? Who did that? Who did that? That wasn't me. You see it's working, baby. Let's see if we can get on the reflector deal. It looks like reflector's going to just crap out on us totally. Oh, well. I'd rather it not freeze, and it looks like that's might be wanting. That's what it wants to do. I'm going to quit that thing and try to get, yeah, it's not responding. Good job, reflector. That is, that's pretty solid right there. I think that, maybe what we could do here, let's try it one more time. Reflector, okay. Maybe this is it. No, that definitely wasn't it. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use old reflector. I guess it's just going to let us down. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hi name. Is that what you got the text message? Hi name. Oh, that's funny. It didn't include your name. Let me see, make sure my deal's not cut off on here. That is it for now. I see the messages coming in still. Can you guys still hear me okay? I see all the messages there. It's so funny. Inbox. I want to see who. So, okay, Robert there. PA, he's going through it right now. Sarah Johnson, that was me. Okay, cool. And here's the email recap that I got. This will be sent to me as the customer. Sarah, so Sarah at J Example just got that email. What does it say here? I want to just see what it says. I'll just send it this way. So this one actually got everything actually perfect. Hi, Sarah. Da 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 da. Yeah, I mean that's a great little email. Your insurance name. So this is what you would want to test things with. All you would need to do there is just add the name in the prompt. So the insurance agency name. It could be you could just type it or use a custom field for that. Let's see, what else do we want to do? I think I'll make sure we don't have any burning questions here. I know what you mean. Yeah, funky fingers. You can still hear me. Okay, cool. My music cut off on me, so it made me wonder. All right, so we see the people. We're getting into Google Sheets. Warren Buffett, who's in the house. This is awesome. Well, shout out to Warren Buffett. We got some leads going on. Let me explain again to the point of this whole exercise here, guys. The whole purpose of this is to, number one, you have to understand your Facebook page, your Instagram, your TikTok, wink, wink, coming soon. These things that are generating, hopefully, awareness for you, generating revenue for you, leads, whatever. This is a great tool. These are great things to have, but you don't own them. You don't own these platforms. You don't own your account. It can be taken from you at any time. I've got plenty of proof of that. Okay. And so you got to make sure that you're getting something tangible and consistently that you can track this. How many leads did we get today, guys? We got 4 leads hitting the Google Sheets. If that's where we're going to just track everything. Now we have a quota to meet, so to speak. All right. This is the way that you should think as a digital marketing agency or as a AI consultancy, AI agency. These are the things that are going to keep you in business. When you're consistently able to produce these sorts of results, people are happy to continue paying whatever it is that you're charging. Okay, this is just something that is just so easy and it's so overlooked. You can go to any Facebook, any Business USA and say, how many leads did your Facebook get you today? The odds are 99% of the time, they're going to say, what you mean? I don't know. Hopefully some. They're not going to have any idea. This is the concrete proof. This is the attribution. The real gangster marketing agencies, the ones that are really doing it, they have this down to a science. So they know what are these leads worth. And for an insurance agency, right? Let's ask that. Let's just ask this really quickly here. I'm going to say, let's just theorize that these leads that have populated are real and they came in from Facebook on a real Facebook page for a business and insurance. What would be the real value in the market in 2025 as an estimate per customer? I have no idea what the answer is going to be here. I just threw in all this information. It'd be funny if it includes Warren Buffett as like the ultimate gangster. Some sources suggest cost per lead from $25 to $60, depending on line and quality. So this is breaking it down here. 150. So 20 to 40 per lead. Okay, cool. Now let's say now let's just make a simple table of what the average total revenue would be for these people, assuming that they all converted into sales. What does this say? Did it give me something about Warren Buffett's health? That'd be so crazy. Okay, look, so this is where it comes down to, guys. Like, just to give you the visual, you can't look at necessarily these, and this is totally hypothetical estimates. I have no idea. Real insurance people are laughing at me. I've got no idea the real worth. I'm just showing you how to move the data and get the data. The real deal here is, the person who is paying you, or if you're not the one building if you're the insurance person building the agent, you know everything. For those that are just building the things, you don't ever want to devalue what you're doing, because while you just see this, it might mean something to you, it might not, related to the value of that person. they're going to know, okay, if this person comes through, am I making, in this case, $1,800 off of this? Am I making $1,200 off of this buddy love? Right? That's really how they're looking at it. So then let's just say, okay, great. Now let's take this and let's say this is the average business that we get per day from Facebook on a month's given time. What does that revenue number look like now? Monthly and annually, something like that, to give us a better idea of the value. Scale it up. In your examples, 4 leads, that'd be a daily average. That's $55,400 annual revenue per year, per day of business. So yeah, that would be doing pretty good there. That sounds like a good business to be in, right? Insurance, baby. So yeah, this is what you're really looking at. If you can figure out a way to quantify what is happening, this is the absolute best way to do it. And I'll give you the other hint here. We're looking at Facebook. There are many channels where you're giving yourself a better value provided to that client whenever you can say you're responsible for the intake, tracking, processing. That's what we're doing here. Intaking, tracking, processing the leads. You can go steps further too, as far as you want. But this is the deal. You have many ways to win. All of these channels where leads can come in through, from your website to your phone. This is how you actually do it. Okay, like in my experience, there are other people who have done it other ways. In my experience, and I do have quite a lot, okay, the more channels that you are integrating with, the deeper you are in with that business or group of businesses. We talked about that, remember? This is how you win. If you just get one, that's your foot in the door, but that's not your end game, okay? And so let's look at this. Let's just see what old ChatGPT says. I'm going to just do a screenshot because I am so like, what's the laziest way I can do it? I'm going to say, okay, great. What I'm going to do here is say, based on our channels available, if we're making an insurance chatbot like we just did for Facebook Messenger and leads, what do you think the value of that is per month that we could charge the client reasonably? And then give me the breakdown when we add in different channels. What would the difference look like as an estimate given today's standards and pricing? Best practices. Add that in there for extra flavor. I'm real curious to see how this is going to break down, but I can almost guarantee it'll go with the same logic that I've just like explained. The more you're ingrained, the better off. So exactly, literally, that's you guys enter the same kind of deal in your own ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. If you want a real great estimate, you ask all 3, Gemini, Claude, or Grok, and ChatGPT. So a single channel, 300 to 500. That's exactly what I did in the beginning. Like really, this is what I stuck to as of like 2020, when Wendy and I just had tons and tons of clients. This was what we started at. And really, I think it was 550, to be honest with you. After we got enough, it was 550. And it was a mandatory. We needed like 3 locations. So like we weren't even truly going to not waste time. We weren't so gung-ho about talking to any potential client if they only had 1 place or 2 places. 3 was what we were looking for. So what we were doing was that $500 a month wasn't just $500, it was 15. Because we had that minimum, you know, and you could break down the price there. So if it was a 550, we actually got it to 500, breaking that down because they had the multiple locations. And we would hope that they had 20 locations and that we could eventually get all of them. And for that, we would break down a number when that time arrived. That was how we always did things in the restaurant world and hotel world. Okay, so adding in channels, incremental value and pricing. It's telling us right here. So again, they're all pretty much the same. I would argue that probably WhatsApp is gonna like be a lot more. Like you could look up, there are services just for WhatsApp that get really expensive. Okay, so it's giving us all of the different choices here. So tiered example. So this would be just one channel. Look, so for multiple channels, 3 to 4, Messenger, web chat, Instagram, WhatsApp, plus SMS follow-ups. That's exactly in line with like what I would think a lower end service would be. But you're still offering a lot. You know, this is like the lower tier of things, but totally doable. And then the Pro is giving you everything, $1,200 to $1,500. That's totally in line with what I would think. Agencies already spend $1,000 to $5,000 per month on raw leads with no guarantee of exclusivity. That's true. So your real estate agents do the same thing, or your brokers. They're going to buy leads in a way like Zillow does, where, for example, you might have a lead that pops in your phone or your email, and it's the first person that, like, I guess it's a phone call, and a lot of times, or maybe it's a text message. It's like you get the message and you have a certain amount of time to respond before it's sent to your competitor, essentially, or whoever else is on that same line of list to get the information. I'm not a big fan of those services, but some people, you know, that's their thing. Bottom line, Facebook Messenger, this is great. Facebook Messenger only $300 to $500. Every additional channel, $100 to $300, $150 to $300 per month additional. Full Omni Gangster bill, $1,200 to $1,500. It's exactly the pricing that I would also think about. I want to like test this question out. I'm going to do this really quickly to like try to get an unbiased answer. Make sure this isn't like going off of so much of my stuff. Present the question I posed with the relevant details. In short, I'm going to just like throw this in an anonymous deal and ask the same thing. Okay, cool. So boom. If you didn't know how to do this, this is a good thing to know. I'm going to do a temporary chat. So there's nothing. What's my name? You haven't told me, so it doesn't know anything. I just want to see what it's going to say. Look at this, searching the web here. Monthly, is it the setup fee? Something we didn't even think about. Setup fee. Suggested increments on channels is right in line. This is totally, this is in line. This is a little heavy in my opinion, but I haven't done a lot of like mega, huge enterprise builds personally. Although we've had some of the biggest companies indirectly or directly use our system. So yeah, guys, this is where it's going to be. And I think that more and more businesses are going to be looking for this advantage where previously it wasn't a hard sell, at least for me. I don't believe this ever was a hard sell, because this is like, the truth is this is the easiest way I've always done things. When you see the comment tool work like that, and you see the responses, you see how you can move the information from the Facebook app or Instagram or whatever, TikTok coming soon, Telegram, all the website, where you can take the information, make it tangible. So it's not just 1 million impressions, 100,000 people reach. It's not just that. It's who are these people? Put a face to the name, put the actual information that you want to get in line and hit that email that's tangible. Facebook can shut you down. Your ads could be taken away. Whatever, you still have a way to communicate. I can tell you, shout out to the new PMG fam. I sent an email. I'm very careful with our emails, and this is outside of CBB. I sent one email last night, saw results today. Very thankful and grateful for all that. But like that is the power of this. I walk the walk, and I'm sharing with you all the inside baseball that I possibly can, because I want you guys to crush it. We are one big nation, baby. CBB Nation. It's so cool to know there's people from Florida to Fiji to Africa to Canada to everywhere in between, understanding like this is the time to do it. And people like Mir and so many others who now you're finally seeing things pop off, and you're getting invited to podcasts, and you're getting invited to summits. And shout out to Noelle and all her people that she's swung over to the other side of the way, man. It's so cool to know all you guys. We appreciate you so much. And I think that's all I've got. I hope this was good. I hope this was useful. And this is a little bit longer, but I want you guys to see all the things. The polished videos, Austin does a great job on those. I'll come out with some short ones again here soon, but I want you to see how things are really working, because when you watch a perfectly created video that's 6 minutes long, you'll learn the basics probably, but it could be very easy to have a pitfall or have something just not be expected. In our case tonight, again, it was a matter of the crazy token limits and the way that tokens are working with reasoning with GPT-5. It still sucks in my opinion, but that's just, it is what it is. Very easy to solve, but I want you to see all the things. That said, I think that's all that I've got. The insurance bot was a great idea, and yeah, rather have the exclusivity. No problem. It's good to see you here, man. We got to chat soon. Mia, you're awesome. Yes, that's right. Always fun hanging out. Thank you for all the office hours. People love them. And you're doing just awesome things on both sides of the park too, PMG and CBB. You are so awesome, Kim. We love you so much. Yes, TikTok is we are there. We have the integration done officially. There's still approval processes going on for some of our partners here, but all of us will have TikTok and rockin' fun here very soon. That is for sure. My man, thank you for hanging out with us all the way through, as always. Gotta have you on here, dude. You gotta be on here soon. All right, guys. Love y'all so much, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.